Death threats against Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan and the murder of politician Baba Siddiqui, who was well known for his Bollywood friendships, was said to signal a resurgence of the underworld's connection with the Hindi film industry. The connection between Bollywood and the underworld is said to have originated in the 1970s, peaked in the 1980s and 90s, and declined in the 2000s. One of the most prominent names from the underworld was Haji Mastan, who along with Kareem Lala and Vardarajan Mudaliar controlled smuggling rackets in Mumbai between 1960s and 1980s. Haji Mastan eventually branched into films by financing them. He enjoyed popularity as a style icon due to his extravagant lifestyle and all-white possessions, from his outfits and shoes to his Mercedes. According to a First Post report, banks did not finance films until 2000, when the RBI introduced an amendment recognizing entertainment as an industry eligible for legitimate bank credit. So filmmakers turned to other forms of investment, which usually came from sources with links in the crime world. This is how Haji Mastan, who was also known as Mumbai's original mafia don, was said to have found a footing in the industry as an investor. He started by producing films featuring an actress he was interested in. This actress was Sona, and she bore uncanny resemblance to Madhubala, whom Haji Mastan crushed on. He also married Sona, but after that she stopped working in films. Ajay Devgan played a role inspired by Haji Mastan in Once Upon a Time in Mumbai.
आदमी हालात बिगाड़ने के लिए बुरे काम नहीं करता, हालात सुधारने के लिए करता है.
In the same film, Imran Hashmi played the role of Shoaib Ibrahim, which was based on Dawood Ibrahim, and his uncle Mahesh Bhatt warned him against it. Imran said his uncle told him his career would be over if he portrayed such a character. Dawood Ibrahim exerted influence in the film industry during the 1980s and 90s. He was said to have financed several films and allegedly pressured directors to sign Mandakini, with whom he was said to be in a relationship. In 1986, he fled to Dubai after being wanted by the Mumbai police in a murder case. Pictures of cricket matches from the time showed Indian celebrities watching the match in his presence in the United Arab Emirates. Many years later, Sonam Kapoor defended her father Anil for being in one of the photos with Dawood Ibrahim. In 1993, Ibrahim was accused of being one of the masterminds of bomb blasts in Mumbai, which killed 257 people. It is said that his influence over Bollywood declined in the 1990s. At the same time, one of his associates, Abu Salem, became one of the prominent names. His notoriety as an extortionist preceded him. His affair with actor Monica Bedi was also one of the most talked about affairs between somebody from the underworld and Bollywood. He allegedly threatened filmmakers to hire her, but she said she disagreed with this claim. According to Deccan Chronicle, Abu Salem's claim to fame came in 1997 when he was accused of killing music mogul Gulshan Kumar. Shah Rukh Khan, who emerged as a star in the 90s, also fell on Salem's radar for refusing a film that the gangster's producer friend was making. One time, when he was shooting for Dil To Pagal Hai, Salem called Shah Rukh and said, "People tell me that you are conceited, but you're a decent man. Now you don't need the police, I won't kill you." But the star was worried for his and his family's safety since he knew Salem was watching him. "It was like living under a telescope. It was very depressing and very scary," said Shah Rukh. Abu Salem also allegedly attempted to kill filmmakers Rajiv Rai, Rakesh Roshan and Manmohan Shetty. Rakesh Roshan took bullets to his chest and arm right after Kaho Na Pyar Hai's release. His son Hrithik said he wanted to withdraw from acting but had to see through his commitments. In 2011, WikiLeaks released a United States diplomatic cable which said the industry also welcomed funds from gangsters and politicians looking for ways to launder their ill-gotten gains known in India as black money. A cable typically refers to diplomatic communications between a country's foreign office and its embassies or consulates worldwide. And the one that WikiLeaks released had been issued from the US consulate in Mumbai. While this nexus between Bollywood and the crime world used to be overt at least until the early 2000s, it seemed to have died down, especially after the film industry was recognized as an industry that could be funded through legitimate channels. But then, when Baba Siddiqui was shot dead in 2024, it became the first high-profile assassination case in about 3 decades, with speculations about the world of crime and Bollywood surfacing once again.